Good morning, everybody. Playing EverQuest this morning. This is on their official server, Fangbreaker. It's a new, I guess you'd call it a time progression server, but they're calling it something different now. They keep on changing up a little bit. They alter the rule sets of these servers. Usually I think they come out every year in May. I didn't really play the last one last year. I think it was called Teak. I did play Oakwind for a bit. The one before that, I played a little halfling cleric. Today I'm going to play my ranger, I think. I started off with a cleric, a human cleric, but then yesterday I just made a ranger, a half-elf ranger, because I'm not sure how much grouping I'm going to do. I'd like to, but I don't want to have to spend time looking for groups later on when the server population ultimately declines. I want to be able to solo. So just a rundown of the rule set in case you're interested. It's an expanded start, so usually when they start these TLPs, you start in the original expansion or the base game. This time they're expanding it so that you start in, I think, the first 3 or 4 expansions. I think up to Luckland. And they're going to leave it there for, I don't know, 8 weeks, I think, which is a lot longer than they normally do. I'm not sure if it's 8 weeks, but it is a long time. So that I think their thinking is that less people will kind of fade out, kind of quit the game, or, I don't know, play something else. Because what normally happens is as the expansions unlock, I guess more and more people leave the game. So I don't know why they think by leaving it stagnant, not changing it, and not adding the expansions, people will stay. It doesn't seem like that makes sense, but we'll see if it works. One cool thing is Resource Hunter they added, where each zone will have like a special resource or a bonus. I'm not sure where it tells you. It won't tell me right away. But I think it should pop up in chat or someplace to let me know. It'll either let me know like if I'm in the zone, or maybe it will even tell me where the zone is. I don't know how it works. It just says that there's random daily bonuses. It should encourage everyone playing in a variety of zones and exploring Norrath. The server has encounter locking, which started in Oakwind, which is still something I'm not sure of, because the trains, and even though it's an sort of an artificial type of gameplay where you have to avoid death because someone else messed up, it does make it more modern. But what happens is you tag a monster like I just did, and it's yours. Nobody can steal that from you. And that's the reason why they did it, to prevent kill steals, which happened a lot in EverQuest when I played it, when it first came out. This is my character, half-elf. Ranger. Everyone says rangers suck. And that might be right, but rangers are versatile. They can... The Strakeling's level 3. Are they social? That's a level 4. What's my level? Oh, I'm only level 2. Let's stick with the whites and blues. Rangers are versatile. They can off-tank. They can heal a little bit, I think, from what I remember. And they have a bow, which they start to use later on, which becomes pretty good. I think I remember it being pretty powerful when I played, but this was a long time ago. Things have changed. And these servers, even though they try to make them like classic, are not like they were back in the original days. You know, they try to make it as close as possible, but obviously the rule sets are different. This game has been out for 26 years. That's crazy. For a modern MMO player, this is probably not exciting because there are no quests really. I mean, there are like, I think there are armor set quests or weapon quests, legendary weapon, whatever it's called. But the gameplay is this: you camp out, you camp a certain spot, you kill the monsters, you get experience, you pick up loot. No messages yet. So far, you're allowed to use, I think, 2 accounts, but you can't play on the same computer. So I tried that. I tried it on live, actually. I had 2 computers set up, and I tried to run 2 accounts and play 2 characters. And it was difficult for me. But I think that's allowed here. So like I could set up my little laptop next to me and I could have like a supporting healer or something. Yeah, I forget. I'm using attack. I need to use taunt. Build up my taunt skill. You've become better at taunt. Taunt 13. This one's kicking my ass. This one is only level 2, but it's kicking my ass. There we go. The true box limit is going to be removed when the expanded start ends. So however long that's going to be, I guess then you're going to be able to play multiple accounts on the same computer. And then you can get software to run your extra accounts as if they were NPCs. I think they have lots of different software that lets you do that. I really should box another character. I'm not against boxing like that with multiple computers. The boxing on one account with software to run your party, I don't know, that's a little sketchy. If everyone did that, they would be a fraction of the people playing the game. But at least they would be access to the content. Alright, this orc is level 2. Let's hit him up. I had to decide whether I was going to play this again or get back into Pantheon, which I never really gave it a full shot. Pantheon Rise of the Fallen is sort of a spiritual successor to EverQuest, started by Brad McQuaid, or co-initiated, I guess, by Brad McQuaid, who also worked on EverQuest, obviously. I think he created EverQuest. A lot of people still walking around here in the starting zone. Oh, level 5. Let me leave that alone. See if I can take a Drakeling. These guys are usually pretty tough. Should I run? I think I might have to run for it. If he hits me one more time. Yep. Now that mob will chase me to the end of the zone line. I could zone away from it, or I could run to a guard. Pardon me. Become better at one-headed slash. The guards just kill it immediately. What was it hitting me for? It was hitting me a lot. It wasn't hitting me for that much, but it kept on hitting me. I have all my combat in this middle window, and I have spells on the right window, and then regular notifications on the main chat. If you leave everything in one chat box, it's just way too much. It would scroll by. It would scroll by way too fast. You wouldn't be able to see anything. And I don't like my windows taking up a lot of the screen. I like them very small on the bottom there. So I could reposition and make these bigger so it's easier to read them. Obviously, they did an overhaul on the UI not too long ago, which is pretty nice. I remember a struggle was to get your chat, your font size, big enough so that you can comfortably read it. You used to have to type in a chat command. Now it's built into the window. You can just go to chat size. That's one of my favorite new changes. I don't know if it's new, but that definitely wasn't in the original. Taunt him. Still not full. I don't know why I went out to fight. I wasn't at 100%. It's the way to get killed. I forget how to inspect somebody. / toggle inspect, or enable, or disable. Oh, that disables it. Let me enable it. Toggle inspect. You are not able to inspect other players by right-clicking them. Let me put it back on then. Oh, you have to write on. Okay. See my inventory's doing. I'm pretty full. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and sell. Kill the skeleton and orc, and then I'll go sell. Orcs are really aggressive. They come after you. I found some shoes. So mounts are a thing here. That's something new for me anyway. Alright, where's Kalithan? Just look up. This is the part of the game that would normally drive me crazy, because I have the strategy guide, the Prima strategy guide, up to, let me see what it is, up to Kunark. It's the revised and expanded Ruins of Kunark strategy guide, and it's got all the maps in it. So I used to have to use that because EverQuest has no maps, but this one does. Not the best, but it's helpful. Kind of wanted to make a wizard too. I think I want to go to the trainer because I did get a level. Almost 60% into my second level. I could look up what spells I get next, but I'm afraid the strategy guide isn't completely accurate, you know, regarding this server. It's pretty accurate if you play on Project 1999. Alright, you can use the find tool here, which I almost forgot about. Find ranger spells. And now I get a nice yellow line. I don't remember if this was in the original. The yellow line might have been in the original without the map, like if you typed something, but I know it was in EverQuest 2. I'm not actually sure which one of these has the level, like the very low level spells. Here we go. What does glimpse do? Grants your eyes magical acuteness, allowing you to see clearly over long distances. $5 silver? I can't afford it. Let me just sell my stuff and see how much money I can get. I think I can equip the torch. Does music seem loud? I don't want to sell. I want to equip my torch. Oh, I've already got a lantern. Sell the torch. I'm going to hold on to the bone chips in case I get a player. Usually players will buy those for a lot early in the game. You'll get the necromancers, and I guess mostly necromancers want them. How much did I get? Oh, I've got 7 gold now. I could buy that spell. I'm not sure how useful it's going to be, though. Let's buy it. And then Flame Lick is a good spell. Let me buy it now so that I'm prepared while I'm out there. Flame Lick surrounds target in flickering flames, lowering their armor class, and doing between 1 and 17 damage every 6 seconds. Yep. Buy that. Lull Animal is level 4. Lulls the ferocity of many animals, making them less likely to attack. It works on creatures up to level 30. Here's the good one I want, Snare. But that's not to level 6. I don't want to take up too much space in my bag, so that's what I'll do. I'll leave that. I don't remember what level I get the bow at. I think it's pretty high level, though. Alright, let me learn this spell. Look how fast that happens. Wow. In the original game, I remember having to sit for a little while. And then in P99, you have to sit for a very long time. Can I set this to a bar? I could definitely set it to this bar. No, I don't remember how. Okay, I put it there. Let me ask in general chat. Everyone's gonna think I'm a total noob. When does a ranger get the bow? Planes of Power. Okay, so I'm not going to have a bow for a while. Now, I'm not a noob, so I know what pop means. But when somebody asks when does the ranger get a bow, they're not going to know what pop means. I need a lift. Is this a lift? Yeah. I don't know if it's the closest one, but that's where I'm going. Actually, this is the closest lift. Clear. That's a bank. Probably a good idea to put my money in the bank. Where was that lift? There was a closer one. Alright, let's find it. Could you find the lift? I don't know. You could find guards. Zone connection. Let's make like as if we're going to Felwith. Is that going to draw a line there, though? It's not. And find. Here, this is the one. Why the tavern? Because that's what I picked. I picked the tavern, not the lift. This used to drive me crazy. The Kalithan in the trees. So confusing. I couldn't tell you how many times I fell off these things and died. Alright, need to chain kill here and get a lot of experience quick. Many people will tell you this is not the best starting zone. I guess because a lot of people like to make elves and the density of mobs, it may not be as good as, like, let's say outside of Freeport. But I haven't had any issues. Maybe it's because the server isn't, you know, very popular and there aren't so many players. But I usually don't have to wait. Like, I kill something, I take a quick look around, and I'm after something else. I'm getting some messages in main chat that I don't want. You have to fix that. Come on. Just hit him. Go to filters. Loot messages, event messages. Experience messages, faction. PvP messages. I don't know where it's coming from. Under melee. Oh, others hits. I don't want others hits here. Now I have to go through each one of them and turn all that stuff off. I don't know the way to select many and do them all at once. Oh, no, you can't turn it off. You can just switch the window. I could make another tab. New tab. I'm going to call it Other. I forget how to rename it. Rename tab. Others. Others like in Lost. Others. And then under melee, I could set others to go there. All this time I could be getting experience and leveling up, but I've got to do this nonsense. Alright, I'll do the rest another time. Let's see what class she is. How come I can't inspect her? I'm right-clicking on her. It's not working. Molly sent me a direct message. Let me see. For now, best bows are player made. So maybe I can use a bow? Thank you. Can I actually use a bow? At level 2? I know I can't. Or I seem to remember that I can't. I thought I had to wait. I thought I had to earn it with a skill. This guy, get him, get him, get him. Taunt, taunt, taunt. Got him. Get that big old sword. That's one of the things I like about EverQuest. Few games do this, but when you see items on a mob, they are actually carrying that item. So Molly says you have to make arrows and it's too much money, but you can use range at level 1. So it's a restriction that is not level based, it's just, I guess, cost too much. Should I try? I still, why am I at 65% health? Taunt. I guess while I'm fighting, I could do my filters. Oops, wrong window. Others misses have to go here. Others hits. What is this? Level 5? No thanks. The whites are okay. Leveling seems pretty slow. It's the yellows that I want to kill, but some of the yellows will kill me. Okay, Molly says use skill points on fletching to get to level 20 for free. Make arrows to skill up after that, then make bows. Don't bother till level 10. Most people don't see rangers bowing until the 30s. So that's pretty much what I remember. Just didn't really know the reasons behind it. Oh, I'm inspecting myself. That's why I turn it off, because that gets annoying. Oh, sorry. Didn't see that person behind the tree. Is this mine? I guess it is. What's going on here? Kill the orc. God, there is casting going on in my main chat. Like, I put all spells on... you know what happened? It didn't save? Maybe it didn't save from last time? Because I thought I put all my spells here. Filters. Spells. Oh, I see. I put my spells here. So, that's what happened. When I just set it to my own, it put everyone else's back in main, which is annoying. So now I have to go here to others and do all my spells there, too. Ah, yes. EverQuest gameplay. I think some of these staves can sell for a lot. I don't know if it's the cracked. It might be the cracked staff that sells for a lot. $79%. Go until I hit level 3. Now, somebody cast a spell at that wolf, but I tagged it first. So in the original game, whoever did the most damage would probably get its attention, grab aggro, and it would run to attack that person. And a pretty effective tactic to try and kill high-level mobs was to bounce it between targets. So if you had a mob that hit really hard and you didn't want to tank it all by yourself, you would stop attacking it, let somebody else pile on some damage so that that person moved up in the aggro table, and it would run back to that person. Well, you can't really do that anymore. Unless it may work in groups, because maybe groups tag mobs. I'm not sure how it works actually. Yeah, I don't think it's a specific player. It must go to groups. It has to, because the whole tanking dynamic would change. Attack. Helps when you put on attack. I'm only getting 1.7% per kill on these skeletons. Level 2. Level 5. I'm afraid of those level 5s. Look at all these dead bodies. Talent. Let me cast my spell, see how it works. That's weird. Changes the camera perspective. It only lasts for 12 seconds. Zone is loaded with mobs. It could be because it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. That skeleton is still holding a staff on the ground. This skeleton is... I have 80% health. It's hitting me. %. This was an elite level 2 decaying skeleton. Let me see if I can loot this guy. No, not yet. There's a level 4. Let me try this guy. At 88. No, I'm only at 70% health. That level 1 took a look at him. He's like, yeah, I don't think so. This is not going well. Oh, he healed me? Who healed me? This guy. Think. All these are level 5s. Starting to thin out. And I need another just over 5% to level. There are all the skeletons. Whoops. I reset my sit button to X, so in the middle of combat, sometimes I will sit down. I'm probably going to have to switch that once I get into groups. Nobody's going to like that. Great. Level 3. So I could learn Flame Lick. You have finished scribing Flame Lick. Let's put it here. Beginning to memorize Flame Lick. It didn't work. How do I guess it does take a bit. Yeah, just gotta wait. Takes a while. Alright, I got it. Let's try it out on this guy. I keep on inspecting myself. I'm gonna have to turn that off. So, is it Alt 1? Yeah, it's Alt 1 for the spell bar. Did it fizzle? It got interrupted. Interrupted? Why? Oh, I think I need a reagent. Yeah, I need fire beetle eyes for this. Alright, gonna have to harvest fire beetles next time out. Gotta attack it to kill it. Alright. I'm gonna camp out here. Is that a dwarf? Or a halfling? Halfling. And I'll be back again. Probably gonna stick with this ranger. The leveling and the time commitment to this is going to be so great that I think one character is going to be it. Trying to get character to max level. Maybe get into a guild. Maybe do some raiding. Until next time, you have a great day today. See you, everybody.